happy Saturday. Welcome to my living room. I figured today I would take you through a simple slow flow class. We're going to leave out the Shavasana. You can take some time at home to meditate before and after your practice, to hold space for yourself. This is just some guidance through some movements. So when you're ready, sitting nice and tall on the sit bones, we're going to start to lengthen through the spine, let the shoulders melt down the back, resting the wrists on the knees. And just start beginning to connect with that breath. Big inhales into the belly. Let it out. A couple more. On your next inhale, we're going to start to lengthen those arms up to the sky. I have a whole herd of cats here in my living room today. We're going to really reach those fingertips up to the sky, spreading the fingers nice and wide. Let the shoulders melt down still. We don't want to wear those shoulders at our ears. Nice and relaxed here. Bringing the palms together, and we're going to bring that down to heart center. Now I invite you to take this time to set an intention for your practice, something you'd like to manifest, something you'd like to release, maybe just sending positive thoughts out into the world, everyone who's at home, just sending that good energy, those good vibes out to everyone in the world. Just take a moment, seal that in, bring that intention into your heart, and we'll seal it with a breath. Inhale, and sigh it out. We're going to inhale those arms back up to center. This time we're going to bring that right forearm on the outside of our right thigh, getting a nice bend in that left side, really reaching that left arm, let it rainbow over the head. Now our gaze can be over that left shoulder, or if easier on the neck, bringing that gaze down to the earth. The main point is lengthening through the left side of the ribs, really creating space along that left side. Keeping our sit bones planted onto the earth. Couple breath here. Then we're going to come all the way back to center, bring both those arms with us, hands meet, and once again finding that heart center. Take a breath here. And we'll inhale, arms up. And we'll take that over to the left side, placing that forearm outside the thigh, right arm rainbows over, gaze over that shoulder or down at the earth. Baby good girl. As we find center, we'll bring both those arms up, palms meet, and exhale to heart center. Coming into a little bit of spinal twist here, we're going to bring the right palm behind us at our tailbone. And our left hand is going to come on top of that right knee. As we inhale, we want to lengthen and lift out from the hips, lengthen through that spine. As we exhale, twisting, bringing that gaze over the right shoulder. Continue to work with your breath. Allow the exhales to twist you in further. And we'll come back to center. Take a breath. And we'll take that over to the other side. So this time our left hand is going to come behind us at the tailbone. Right hand will move over to the left knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twisting over the shoulder. Nice deep belly breath. As we find our center, we find a breath. And we'll move through some seated cat-cow. So keeping the palms planted on top of the knees, we're going to sit nice and tall. As we inhale, we're going to puff that chest, chin reaches up for the sky. Exhale, round the shoulders, tuck that chin. Inhale up. Exhale. Doing one more big inhale. Pause at the top, hold that breath in, and let it go, rounding it in. As we inhale, spine long, coming back up to that neutral seat, and we take a breath. Now from here, we're going to journey to a neutral table, however that journey looks for you. But the main goal, I'll back up here, is to get those knees stacked underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Spine is long, gazing down at the earth. Fingers are spread nice and wide, pressing the palms into the earth, and take a breath. Now we're going to work through some table cat-cow. So on our inhale, we're going to let that belly drop, tailbone, crown of the head lift for the sky. Exhale, round it in, arch that back, press through the palms. Inhale up. Exhale. Let's do two more. We're going to find our neutral table, bringing that spine straight and long once again. And we're going to work through table balance. Starting with the right arm and left leg, we're going to inhale both up. Gazing back at that earth, we're going to draw that navel in towards the spine as we engage the core, protecting our back. Now we can stay here if this is our comfort level, or if you'd like, we can try to round it in, drawing that elbow into the inner thigh. Tuck the chin. Keeping that core engaged, we'll lengthen back out on the inhale and exhale. One more big inhale and exhale. Planting the palm and knee to the earth, take a breath. And we'll take that to the other side. Inhale, left arm and right leg up. Engage that core, draw the navel in, and round it in. Lengthen, round it in. Let's take one more. Planting the palm and knee to the earth, finding that neutral table, and take a breath. As we press through the palms, we're going to curl the toes, press up for down dog. Now here we'll begin to walk that dog out, maybe adding some gentle yes and no's with the head. Pressing through the palms, take a breath. Now moving through some sun salutations, we're going to place a slight bend in the knees, bring the gaze forward. We're going to hop or step to the front. Forward fold. Knees are soft, neck relaxed. Let those arms just dangle. As we inhale, we'll peek up, flat back, bringing that gaze to the horizon. Exhale, back into our fold. As we inhale, slowly roll up, untucking the head, neck, and shoulders last. We're going to inhale those arms all the way up to the sky. Maybe a gentle back bend. And we'll bring the palms together at heart center. Inhale, reaching the arms back up to the sky. And exhale, fold. Inhale, peek up, flat back. Exhale, top of a push-up. Moving through our chaturanga, keeping the elbows tucked closely near our sides. We're going to move through with control. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. We'll move through that one more time. Slight bend in the knees, gaze forward, hop or step to the front of your mat. As we inhale, peek up. Exhale, fold. This time we'll place a slight bend in the right knee. Keep the right hand planted to the earth. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, bringing the gaze with us. Nice big breath. Draw that shoulder open, shine the hearts. We'll take it back into our fold. Find a breath. And slight bend on that left side. Inhale, right arm up, bring the gaze with us. Finding our forward fold, take a breath. And slow roll to standing. As we inhale, arms reach the sky, palms meet, and exhale to heart center. Inhale the arms back up, going for a gentle back bend if it feels good. As we exhale, forward fold. Inhale, peek up. Exhale, top of a push-up, and move through that chaturanga. Meeting in down dog. Take a breath. Now you have an option here to pause the video and come down into child's pose to regain connection to that breath, connection with your space and your practice. Or you can go right into our flow for today. So we'll start with that right side as we inhale the leg up, three-legged dog. Now we're going to press through the palms, hold this, point and flex the toes on that right foot. Keep that core engaged. Nice big breath. And step that right foot in between the hands for runner's lunge. And take a moment here to find this pose for yourself. We want to make sure that knee is stacked over the ankle 90 degrees. Draw the shoulders back away from the ears. Big breath. Planting that foot in the back on a 45-degree angle, we want to square those hips. As we inhale, rise up, warrior one. Shoulders down the back, arms strong. And we'll open up to warrior two, bringing that gaze over the right fingertips. So we want to make sure that our arms are parallel with the earth, nice and strong. We don't want that back arm falling. So make sure that it's strong. Feel that line of energy. Move through the palms, through the chest. Feel that strength. And feel that inner rotation of the hips from warrior one to warrior two as we open up. From here, we'll reverse our warrior, bringing that left arm behind the back, right arm to the sky. Now we want to make sure to keep that lunge in the right leg. Our gaze can be up at the right hand or over that left shoulder, whatever feels best for you. Take a breath. On that exhale, we'll come down onto side angle, right arm on that right thigh. Left arm rainbows over, really reaching with that left arm, lengthening through the left side. We'll plant that left hand, lunge twist, right arm opens to the sky. Nice big breath. Top of a push-up. Moving through your chaturanga. Taking a breath in your down dog. And we'll take that to the opposite side. So we'll inhale that left leg up, three-legged dog, and pause. Find that breath. And step the foot through, runner's lunge. Find that alignment. Check in with the shoulders. And we'll plant that foot in the back, square the hips, rise up, warrior one. Again, make sure you're not holding tension in the shoulders. Let them melt down the back as our arms stay strong, squaring those hips. And then we'll have that rotation of the hips to the right side of our mat as we come into warrior two, gazing over the left fingertips. Couple breath here. And then we'll reverse the warrior. This time the right arm comes behind the back, left arm to the sky, gazing up at the hand or over that shoulder, keeping the lunge in that left thigh. Taking it down to side angle, that left arm to left thigh, right arm rainbows over, really reaching with that right hand. We'll plant the right hand, twisting that left side open, lunge twist. Top of a push-up. Squeeze those glutes, protect the back with that navel drawing into the spine. We'll move through our chaturanga. Take a breath. We'll drop those knees to the earth as we find our table. Take a breath. Inhale that right arm up to the sky. As we exhale, we're going to thread the needle coming down onto our right shoulder. And if it's in your practice, bringing that left arm around the small of the back to draw that shoulder open. Just connect with the breath. Steady the heart rate. Begin to lengthen those inhales and exhales back out. We'll bring that left arm back around and plant it to the earth underneath our shoulder. Inhale, right arm reaches back up to the sky. And exhale to our table. Check in with our alignment. And we'll take that to the other side as we inhale, left arm comes up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle coming down on our left shoulder. Option to bring that right arm around the small of the back. Bring that right arm around and plant it to the earth. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale to our table and find that alignment. Take a breath. From here, we're going to drop off on either side of our hip and swing those legs out in front of us. Sitting nice and tall on the sit bones. We'll bring that right knee in for a hug and give it a little rock side to side. And then we'll let it fall open into half butterfly, letting the right knee fall open to the right side of the room. Bringing the bottom of that right foot into the inner left thigh. As we inhale, those arms come up, rotating that heart over the left leg as we exhale, forward fold. Grabbing that foot, ankle, or the shin wherever we are in our practice. And once again, working with that breath, allow the exhales to surrender you into the fold. You might be a little stiff from being inside. I know my folds are a little stiff today as well. Holding no judgment or expectation for your movements. Just being grateful that they're here. Being grateful for your body and what it's capable of doing now. That is what's important. As we inhale, we'll slowly lengthen through the spine, rising that chest up, bringing the right knee back in for a hug, and we'll reach it out to meet the left. Taking a breath here. We'll bring that left knee in for a hug, give it a little rock, open up those hips, and we'll place it in our half butterfly. As we inhale, lifting up to the sky, bringing that heart over the right leg, and exhale, fold. Continue to breathe here, lengthening those inhales and exhales. As we inhale, we'll rise that chest up, bringing the left knee in for a hug, and we extend it out long to meet the right. Let's take a breath here. Now from here, we'll work our way onto our back, however that looks for you. We're going to do a little bit more hip and spine stretching. So we're going to place our feet at our sit bones, knees facing up towards the sky. And we'll bring that right knee back in for a hug. This time we'll place that right ankle on top of the left knee and press that right thigh away from us. Just opening up that hip a little. And then we're going to come into reclined pigeon, gently grabbing the back of the left thigh, intertwining those fingers, and pull that thigh into the chest. Find your limitation here. A little discomfort is okay, but we don't want to feel pain. So if you feel pain, pull out of this. But we just want to breathe. Breathe into the hip. Maybe even reaching those left toes up to the sky. Give them a little wiggle. Get some movement in that ankle. Clockwise and then counterclockwise. And we'll plant that left foot back down at our sit bone, bringing the right knee in for a hug, and allow it to meet the left. Take a breath. And we'll take that reclined pigeon on the left side. So bringing the left knee in for a hug, placing the ankle on top of our right knee, and press that thigh away. Intertwine the fingers behind the right thigh and pull the right thigh in towards our chest, moving that stretch along the left hip and glute. Lifting those right toes up to the sky, let the toes dance, get some movement in the ankle. And then we'll plant that foot down at our sit bone. Left knee comes back in for a hug. We allow it to meet the right. Take a breath. This time we'll bring both our knees in for a hug. Let's find a gentle rock side to side. Massage that spine. As we find stillness, let's take a breath. Big inhale, fill the belly. And sigh it out. We'll let the arms fall open into a T at our sides, and we're going to come into reclining twist, bringing the knees over to the right side of the mat. Making any adjustments on the hips that we need to, let the shoulders fall open, and we'll bring that gaze over the left shoulder. Breathing into the twist. Just pose is so good for our lower spine and for our hips. We hold a lot of tension and stress in those areas. So we're kind of wringing that out, just like a towel. We wring out the excess water that we no longer need. We do the same thing with our body and with our movements. Just getting rid of, surrendering away all of that stuff we no longer need to hold on to. Try to bring that chin a little closer to the earth as you fall into your twist a little deeper. And then we'll switch our twist over to the left side. So first we'll come back to center with the hips and the gaze. And we'll take that all over to the left, making those little adjustments to find this pose comfortably and gazing over the right shoulder. Just breathing into the twist. Nice big belly breath. Soften on the exhale. We'll eventually work our way to center, bringing those arms around. Nice big hug. And then from here, I invite you to release into your final Shavasana if you choose to take that tonight. Once you've completed your Shavasana, we'll meet at the front of the mat, sitting nice and tall on those sit bones, lengthening through the spine. Wrists meet the tops of the knees. And I invite you to close your eyes. Stay within this space, in this moment that you've created for yourself through your practice. As we inhale, reaching those arms up to the sky, spread the fingers wide, palms meet, and exhale to heart center. As we place a gentle bow within our heads, remembering to always think kind thoughts, speak kind words, and to embody kindness with every action we take throughout our days. Especially now, be kind to your neighbors. Be kind to the people in the industries that still have to work during these trying times. Sending love and light to everyone in the world right now as we get through this as a community. Be patient, show love, and be kind. Thank you for sharing your practice.